Top morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko was the Chaos Lord of Infinity? So, I had a lot to think about, so, yeah. So, aka, I thought about this yesterday. So, what I'll. So, Zuko in this What If, he is more delicate, like nice person, and sorry, he has a like nice personality thing, and yeah, and yeah. So Zumi, or no, I'm adding Zumi into this What If. So let's begin. Zumi and Zuko were born. They go to, or no, at age of 3. I'm making Ochako meet Zuko earlier in, yeah, instead of the later on, and yeah. Yeah. So, and Ochako ends up, um, like, in this whatever, she really wants to, you know, like, be his boyfriend thing. And so, and they had really dumb fun. He's always cheerful. Oh, that made him lots of friends. But that all changed when at age of 4, when they go to, or when he went to a quirk doctor. Or when, sorry. When the quirk doctor tells Zumi that she has a quirk of fire manipulation, Zumi, or actually, did I say Zuko or Zumi? I can never remember. So he tells Zumi that she has a quirk. Her fire manipulation. That's what I was trying to say. And basically, Zumi is happy about it. And then the quirk doctor looks at Zuko, and Zuko tells, or no, actually, the quirk doctor tells him that he doesn't have quirk. As he's sad. And he was also, yeah. So, he was also born, or Zuko was born with 2 powers built into his body. So he doesn't need a quirk to. So he goes home, and they both agree him to be him. Yeah. So Ochako wants us the quirked user instead of quirkless. So she goes for Bakugo. As Zuko, and then all of them left him, as he was so alone. But he wasn't alone. His sister was with him all the way. As she starts training with him, or she starts training her quirk with him to have more power. Nezuko just sits there, or he meets him, but he looks away. Hatred. As Zumi says, "Come on, brother. But you'll see me every day, like after I go to work thing." Yeah. So then at 15, or actually Zuko says, well, at least I'll probably work at a desk job, and you fly around being, a superhero. And yeah, okay. So do a time skip to 15. So so Zumi she's off to UA, and she did get one for all instead of Zuko in this timeline because so then Bakugo and Ochako are laughing at Zuko for not joining, as he says, yeah, at least both of you have fun with that. Okay? As Zumi, we will, bye, brother. As he goes to the school, like a different school, as he does not make any friends, and so let's do a time skip to All Might Reign versus All for One, because it's similar to canon version of the but instead of Zuko, it's Zumi. From that point on, but during the All Might versus All for One thing, is that when Zuko saw the news of All Might is about to get killed, his body starts to react. As he went like Super Saiyan. Like, he went from being a weakling to like being so powerful as Thunderstruck. As they're like, as All for One Hun is like any last, as he cuts his own words out. As he turns around, there he is. As All Might's wondering, because he was down, but not out. As he says, who? Who? As All for One says, you know who. The one kid that you should have taken in, but you didn't have a chance. Hence, that's why we kidnapped Zumi and him, to lure her brother out. Zuko? Why? As Zumi's wondering. Because, Zumi, he didn't need a quirk. Because his power level surpasses everyone's quirks. Even yours, Zumi. Everyone, because your brother was born with a power that no one else has. Your brother has the powers of infinity and zero as his abilities. He can use the abilities whatever he chooses. So he probably heard me about to kill you, All Might, or Torshinori. As they hear a loud boom, as All Might, or All for One, it went from turning around, and he gets hit in the arm. As Zuko's standing there, angrily. As he didn't have like those marks. He had was his super strength. As he looks at All for One, as he flies right into, not giving All for One a chance to fight back. As he, poured it right on him. As he says that All for One? As Zuko pulls out, or he lifts his finger up in the air. As and a ball of power, as everyone was in shocked, as they could not believe this kid's power level or full. And Zuko, who throws it at the All for One, as All for One was just mobilized, as All for One gets obliterated. Yeah. With that much power, as Zuko, who is like, holy crud. No, Zumi, and everyone was like, holy crud. And as Zuko teleports right in front of Zumi. Do you want to head home, little sister? As Zumi, as she gets interrupted by all the villains that came, and the Nomus came in, and they all try to attack him, but the 2 seconds later, or not even 2 seconds, 1 second, was they all exploded at the same time. Boom, 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 blood spewing everywhere. Azuku, who was pretty powerful, as he turns or around as he picks her up, lifts her um, up, as everyone was stunned and and that and of how powerful Zuko is, how dangerous he is, as he sets. And when they got home, they set her down. They both walked in, and yeah. So everyone was frozen. They could not believe it that Zuko must have been the must have been holding back on his quirks or his power. Because in this universe, whoever has ability is like upper class. Like, yeah. So, yeah. But with his abilities, they start calling him the like Chaos Lord of Infinity, as everyone can't believe it, and as everyone looked at him, the vicious personality. Azumi was a little bit like as he lays in bed, in his own bed, in his own bedroom, as he went to sleep. He, he, because his power level is too great. He, he was more in control. Azumi can't believe it. That or she still can't get over how her brother has so much power than her. Like, she could not believe that her own brother has that much power. Or when as in the next morning, he wakes up, he he makes breakfast, as his own parents, or no, his own sister wakes up before his parents knew, and as Zumi walks over with confidence, as he said, or as she asks him about how how powerful are you, Zuko? As Zuko takes a breather, to be honest, I don't know. He normally he with powers of infinity and zero. Plus, I haven't really practiced training that much. So, okay. So, why do you care? Well, your um after last night, you were more focused on protecting me. Yeah, because you're my sister. Hey, I'll always be there for you. Okay? So, so then his sister agrees. And, but still, oh, you have you go to UA. And I'm just more sad to, alright, you go to a normal school. So, I really don't care. So, let's finish eating. And then after they finished eating, he takes Zumi, uses super speed. He, he was way faster than all the quirk users that uses speed, like Tenya, Ida, his brother, like the ones that use like that has thrusters things on their back of their legs. Yeah, Zuko, who could outrun him because how powerful he is. Yeah, so he he drops off Zumi, or he did pack her a lunch before, as he runs and is towards his school. As everybody's like, man, name as the students and anyone want to talk to him. Like, first they didn't like, became friends, or he had no friends at that school. But then after they saw what he just did, they all like, okay, be friends. And, yeah. And he's wondering, why are you guys always act so nice around me? Well, we don't want you to like thing. See? Yeah. So he was gone in a flash of lightning, or light itself. So yeah. So then basically like now we go over to Zumi. He's like UA thing that the Denki, or whatever his name is. He says, "I didn't know. None of us knew that your brother is this powerful, Zumi. The you're you should be lucky that your brother's so like overpowered." As everyone's like commented, like like I'm surprised that he didn't like hang hang. So yeah, as even All Might is like, man, do you know about your brother's power level? Is no. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong ones. So All Might tells or asks Zumi, does she know about her brother's she was, or he was born as a Chaos Lord turn. So that means he didn't need a quirk to who basically do that stuff. What does that mean? Azumi, what does the Chaos Lord mean? Well, there's two ways to get it. One is by it's been given to you by someone that was it, or two, who you were born with it. It's not a quirk type. It's more of a ability. And your brother is one of those those of infinity ones. So that means he's a like ultimate lord. Very strong, very fast. Uh, and plus, when you make one of them mad, you better pray. Meaning, yeah. Some of them get triggered when, not like weirdly, but just, yeah. Yeah, so then Zumi was like, she could not believe that her own brother was born as a Chaos Lord. And she was born as a normal human with quirk. As she starts to tear up, as All Might understands that it's a lot to take in. As Zumi ends up, or no, the Zumi can't believe it. That her own brother, that she known most of her life, was actually a, yeah, where is that picture? It was so even Astashi was like, man, your son is that powerful to, did you know about his power level? No. Oh, the he tells me about it as, yeah, and every eyes on Zuko. Like, they could not believe that Zuko. So, yeah, then Principal Nezu, I can't, that's the name correctly. So, Principal Nezu, there he is, asks Zuko, or not Zuko, uh, so he like asks one of the pro heroes to go and ask him if he wants to join the heroes thing. As the Zuko was walking home, and guess who he asked? Not Midnight, but Eraserhead. So Eraserhead comes out of nowhere. Zuko, or he says Zuko. Oh, huh. What do you want? as he Eraserhead. Well, well, I want you to come with us to USJ or to UA. Funny. I was about to head there myself to pick up Zumi. Yeah. So, hey, because let's say it was after school, and Zumi, as Eraserhead was shocked when he comes in. He doesn't want to deal with the crazy people. So, so he ends up like flying around with his with his like scarf, as Zuko just used floating ability as he walks like normally, right, over the entire city. As they're like wondering, or he's wondering why is that's more. Yeah. So then he climbs down. Um, and like he stands, and as he yeah. So Zuko like gets asked to go see Nezu. Huh. Is that a principal? Huh. Okay. Azumi just was like, huh. Okay. So then Zumi ends up like waiting there until, or actually, let's say, raised her head and took Zumi away, like put her back into the house. Not in his house, but the Midoriya's house then. And yeah, Zuko was sitting there as he. So, as Nezu probably introduces himself, I am Nezu. Hmm. Yeah, I could figure that out. Um, eh? So, as Nezu says, alright. Eh? So, with your unique abilities, Zuko, you can and mm, have, because you were born with a, or you were born as a Chaos Lord of Infinity. You know what that means? You did not need a quirk to do everything else. So, yeah. So you're always things. But why did you not choose to like come to this school? Because the I was quirkless and the I did notice that the rest of you guys only allowed quirks people to come into your school. Hmm. Yeah, that would be normally the case, but with your her power, or and the and our guidance, you could become a world's greatest hero. Yeah. The, and no, it's not being sarcastic if you're thinking about that. Oh, the I'm I'll happily to whom go to this school. Okay. Okay. So yeah, he acts more like a gentleman. Okay. So he is so calm, that even like yeah, when he first appeared, Ern was that the yeah. So after they had really good talk about the who's your favorite pro hero, well, for me, I have a little tier list going on. Like my favorite person is probably all of us have same thing is All Might. Number two will be Team Eraserhead. Wow. So yeah. Okay. So the as Nizu says, all right, it will be good to work with you. Yeah, and then they both like agree. So they both, or he went on a test thing. So Zumi gets. So let's just say Zuko ends up getting tested before the his actual school starts. As the yeah, so he actually got a he actually got a surpassed that. Like he did really good on like he got a perfect score on the written part, 100%. And for a robot one, he absolute annihilated it. Like basically, he used everyone's or he uses as yeah as they yeah powerful, dangerous. As Zuko uses his full force on the robots things, well, they could not believe it. They could not believe that Zuko destroyed over 100% of robots, and they were 1 pointers, 2 pointers, 3 pointers, and his racked up to surpassed everyone's. And yeah, he looked like he was possessed by a devil himself thing. Yeah. So, and that's the thing. I am not a demon worshiper or whatever though, but name. I love the. I straight up love every like honest thing. I'm saying honest. Yes. So that's the thing. Okay. So just to clarify, add up. So yeah. So now Zuko ends up as Class 1A was like in the control room, seen as it could not believe how much he has. As he dodges the zero pointer, as he knew that the zero pointer takes away all his points, so there was nobody to save because he was the only one. So then he like runs or he walks away. Eh? As they could not believe it. The test was over, and Sashi looked at a scoreboard thing, and Zuko was the qualified candidate. So he goes into like to his school, and he asked, "So where were you at?" Well, I was at UA. The or testing. They tested me to see if I was compatible with it. Huh. Well, how did you do? I don't know. The wait until it oh okay. Yeah, because that's pretty popular. With your power, Zuko, huh? You could have just been a number one hero in the world. Because with your power, you could get all the money and all that stuff. Okay? But yeah, Zuko doesn't want to. So he's so like so the next morning or no after school he went up to pick up Zumi and yeah, Zumi knows that the he's always there, so he picks her up and makes her fly. Hey, supersonic speeds as he's like yeah sets her down. This is a normal routine. As but during that day or after school, Ochako and his family knew about the Zuku's power level because after watching that, Ochako decides to think about should she accept him um, um, as a person. So then they ended up saying, or she says, okay. So then the next day, he gets us something in the mail as he picks it up. As he did cook some breakfast and fresh meal for her. And yeah, the he even included name So he reads or let's say a hologram, as it was Principal Nezu. Tells Zuko that he can be, or he is now transferred to UA because you're more qualified. As Nezu says that to Zuko, because you have the highest score now compared to All Might. With your unique abilities, no one could stop you in your own tracks. Huh. Okay. So, yeah. So Zuko was literally transferred to UA. And yeah, Zuko was pretty happy about it, as he to spend more time with his sister. And yeah, so then yeah, so he caught up on all of his work before. He throws the ball and he does all that stuff, and he caught up, and no one cares about that stuff. Okay, so yeah, sorry. So he, so Mirio says, as so you're the strongest or most powerfulest one. Huh. I can't wait to work with you. I can't wait to work with you too. So then yeah, because yeah, yeah. So Zuko was in class 1A. As Bakugo was all upset, but not at Zuko, but it was at his own stupidity and he didn't see the Zuko was born as that. Yeah, as Ochako and Bakugo walks up to Zuko, as they both apologize to Zuko for abandoning him as a friend, as he turns around, as he says, huh, it's not your fault. Don't. Okay. So Ochako walks up to talk to him a little bit privately. Eh? Him, as he says, sure. After school, probably. Yeah. So then, so Mina was being a little, like, weirdo. Yeah. And, yeah. But Zuko was like, because how powerful he is, he could just. So he ends up um, learning a lot about his powers. And yeah, Zuko ends up. So after school, Ochako and Zuko teleported into his like pocket universe thing, and Ochako says, "All right, so I as she twiddled her thumbs as she's like embarrassed to say it, and that she wants to, um, like still be his girlfriend, and because eh, because she, or this is what she said. Well, I kinda could not believe that once you activated your ability, Haynes, because we none of us knew that you were born with that such power thing. I thought you who were just yeah. So Zuko says, "I understand, Chaco. He, you're okay." He, and so Zuko tells her that he need or that she needs to. Eh? Ow! Sorry, that's my wrist popping. So yeah. So then Zuko and Ochako were dating, and or actually, let's say Momo and Ochako were both getting dating Zuko because Todoroki and Bakugo were dating Zumi, and Bakugo apologized to Zuko. Oh, yeah, as he like tells him, um, for sorry for being weak and didn't realize that you were born as that. Because in that universe, whoever's born with it is way too powerful. As Bakugo, or as Zuko says, yeah, no matter how powerful I am, as long as we both are best friends, that really counts. That's one quirk that everyone should share. Huh. Yeah, I agree. So, but still, video games? Heck yeah. So, yeah, yeah. So they played video games, and they still hang out. Since after Zuku, way more than it was. So, yeah. So Ochako and Momo got married to Zuko, and then Bakugo and Todoroki got married to Zumi. And the Zumi thing was in a. I'm gonna. So, yeah. So, this is what it was. As Zumi ends up, um, um, being such an embarrassed that she even like yeah, and then yeah, Zuko and or actually both of those two, Ochako and Momo had 4 kids each, so that makes it 8 kids. Yeah, so Zuko ends up um creating a so yeah, Zuko is pretty powerful, and they spend more time together. Yeah, and plus they Bakugo hangs out more with Zuko, and so is Todoroki because Todoroki knows that Zuko is a sorry, Todoroki is knows that Zuko was born as that, so because normally any people that born with a quirk or without are just common, but Zuko's rare. Hold on, come on, stupid hair. So yeah, so Zuko ends up or so the crime rate dropped down to 0, and I reason why I choose Ochako and Momo over like someone like her is because I just can't imagine having like her with like Zuko. Yeah. So Zuko stays young because that's what, yeah. In order to become immortal, no, um, that because remember that 2 ways one, someone gives it to you. Well, if someone gives a or actually has a cloning thing, like yeah. So Zumi and Bakugo and Ochako and Momo and Todoroki and Bakugo ends up staying young because the Quark Doctor gave him a machine to clone his DNA to be given to every single one of them. So then Zuko, so now they are all 4 of them, or 2, 3, 4, all 5 of them, including Zuko, they're all now immortal. So please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace out, y'all.